Hi, my name is Emma. I'm the assistant editor of Premier Christianity. This is my adventure of faith. I was 8 years old when I first went to church. I didn't grow up in a Christian home at all. And I first went to my local Anglican church, just this tiny little post-war church on a council estate with the Brownies. I joined a few months earlier and it was my first church parade service. And I don't really know how to put into words exactly what happened other than it just felt like coming home, I guess. There was just something in the place, the hymn books, the smell of it that just, I felt at home. And over the years, it was a kind of gradual process, but fast forward until my early teens, and I was invited on a camp, and it was there that for the first time someone explained to me that coming home feeling was actually less about that place and more about a person. It was about God, and that he loved me, and that I could have a relationship with Jesus. And it was the first time that I remember someone putting it into those words. And it probably wouldn't be an understatement to say that it really changed my life. A few months after that, our family was plunged into the most unimaginable crisis. My dad was a world champion powerlifter, which is not everyone's experience of childhood. And we didn't know, but he'd become addicted to steroids and cocaine. He had an affair and he left us really, really suddenly. He just literally went to work one day and didn't come home. And during that time, my tiny baby teenage faith was the thing that just anchored me, I guess, and over time began to anchor all of us. My mum was highly sceptical of church when I first joined. I think she thought I joined a cult, in fact. But the people there loved us so well. And when everything else was falling apart, they were the ones that prayed for us and cared for us and took us under their wing and believed for a restoration that I think we just couldn't even imagine for ourselves. And to cut a very, very, very long story short, eventually my mum gave her life to Christ. My brother started coming to church. And one day, my dad came home. It wasn't the first time he came home. He came and left actually over 4 or 5 years, more times than what anyone can count. But eventually one day, he gave his life to Jesus. He was free from the drug addictions and their marriage was restored. There's much more I could say about that. We could be here for hours, but I will tell you that was over 30 years ago, and that the adventure of faith is something that has never stopped for me and for my family. And it gives me the greatest joy to be able to share that story, because I know that if he can do it for my dad, for little teenage me, then he can do it for anyone.